Whoops. And there we are. Oh, even better start. Yeah, even better start. Because we're scaring the hell out of everybody right now. There we go. All right, welcome back to Hump Day with Hollywood Hay at Tampa Bay today. Free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet are at, if I remember correctly, they're at Louisiana Downs. I think they are indeed, so you can head on over there and take advantage of that. When the show is over at horseracingtoday.net, we'll post our picks. In there, you'll find our smart sheets, a link to a tip jar, a link to how to use the smart sheets. Mr. Terry,
Yep.
had a nice day yesterday. You had that late pick 4. You hit your best bet.
I did, and I hit the exacta too, so that's nice. So if you bet my best bet, you would have collected $201 over the $100 you bet. So
Perfect.
We got
Let's see if we
301
can do
back.
that again today.
yeah,
First race is 1 mile and 40 yards at Tampa Bay Downs. It's a maiden claiming race. If you look at the maiden claiming, we like to see horses that have hit that speed figure right there at 67. According to our smart sheets, Terry, nobody has achieved that milestone.
no, there's 2 that came within 3 to 5 points, but nobody else has got to that part number.
Yeah, any of them here that have a chance to maybe get out to the lead and go wire to wire?
Yeah, the 7 got pretty nice speed numbers there, 34% versus 19. So could get out there and go to that quarter pole first.
Indeed, yes. We also see over here that the 8 horse has a top last race speed figure, 3 points better than the next closest horse. Got the biggest in-race advantage, too, an 9-point late pace edge. Every 5 points equals about 1 length. So the 8 will be running pretty hard at the end as your top total pace horse. Terry, who are your top picks for jockeys and trainers?
Well, there's a couple that have good jockeys and trainers, but the 1 has a little bit better numbers than the 2. So I would say the 1's the best combination.
Best also 1 and 2, the best combination of C zones, meaning when we look at the setup for today's race, it's most likely to mirror their best performances. The 3 and 8, they like to be forward. The 1 has a little bit of versatility in its running style. The rest have not been within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line, Mr. Terry. So who's going to get their first win today in the opener at Tampa Bay?
Well, I like the 8 horse, looking lovely. Finished 3rd versus similar in last race. Best start speed, fast among today's starters. Trainer and jockey have high win rates, and they're going to put blinkers on to keep her mind on business. Number 1, Knowledge is good. A second choice, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. And then the 3, Liza
Leland's Oak Tree, yeah.
Yeah, Leo's, yeah. Can improve while returning to a route, can go to the distance. And then our Skyline, the 2, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets for me.
Where you stop is where I will start with the 2 horse. That one is now, our Skyline. This one's dropping in class. Might have as much upside as any horse in this race, making a 3rd up start for the very first time of its career. It's going to be boom or bust. Number 8, that's the morning line favorite right now. The 1 horse, however, has taken the favorite status from the bettors. The 8 did run the top last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else, and does have that late speed edge over the rest. And I can tell you from being down there, it seems like that long stretch lasts forever. It's also your top total pace horse, so the best combination of early and late speed. Knowledge is good, as I mentioned right now. That is the favorite. Been close to winning a few times at the distance. Then finally I have the 7 horse. If anybody's going to go wire to wire, it's Ivy, My Love. I feel like there's a lot of chances to hit some nice prices today. So a lot of trifecta boxes for me. 50-cent trifecta box with the 1, the 2, the 7, and the 8 to get us started. Race 2 is next. It's another 1 mile and 40. In this case, it's not a maiden special weight or maiden claiming. So 1 mile and 40 yards at Tampa Bay Downs does favor horses. That's stock, so be middle forward. Still 18%, nearly 1 out of 5 win on the lead. Olga on the rail, a little bit tougher. 2 through 7 play fair, 8 and out. Gets a small bonus, Terry. So a little bit of forwardness in race number 2 to get the job done, and it looks like 1 will be more forward than the rest.
Yeah, for the 2nd race in a row, the 7 has the most speed of anybody else. Although the 1's got some speed too. So we just think the 7 has no problem. It'll get to the quarter pole first.
Yeah, the 3 and the 7, they want to be forward. Looks like the 3 might have a little difficult time getting there. Everybody else middle back, although the 5 horse in here, Scat, Can really run any sort of style, Terry, but it looks like one of these horses, or at least a couple of them, should get some nice trips today.
Yeah, the 5, 7, and 8 all are approaching that 50% threshold that we like to see in C zones, although I think that 8's a little above the 50%.
We see some nice value perhaps in this race here, Terry.
Yeah, take a look at the 1 has a 3-1 to a 10-1. The 3 actually is no, you can't tell if there's value there, but the 4 has a value from 5-2 to 8-1.
Yes, indeed. And you see here, the 4 horse, the only class dropper, showed some better early pace and better fractions. That's a winning combination, Terry. Who's the winning combination as far as the connections?
Well, the 3 shows the best jockey according to the data, with the 8 having the best trainer, but the 8 also has a good jockey, so I think the 8 is the best combination of trainer and jockey.
The 3 is your simulation favorite. The 4 is when we did our speed figure simulations, graded out with the average top score in there. Also your top total pace as your top closer. Again, that's the only class dropper, Terry. Who do you believe is the class in the second race?
Well, I like the 3 Sister Super M. Drop some class today, can improve while returning to dirt. Trainer and jockey have high win rates, classic ballad. The 8 won his last race her last race at Tampa Bay Downs. Switches a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 7 is my third choice, ran second in the last race as a favorite, but has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 32% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back again and likes this distance. And then 4 Bramblebush ran second versus similar to last race. Trainer wins 19% of the races when taking a horse from a sprint to a route. I'm going to play the very first Miami Vice Don Johnson Pick 4. I think this is a wide open race, so I'm going to go 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 with 6, 7, with the 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, with 2, 8 for $50 ticket.
Well, for the second race in a row where you stop, I'll start. Bramblebush, super consistent, offers value as the top total pace horse. Really strong par plus contender in there as well. When we did our simulations, in almost half of the cases, horse was able to hit a speed figure of 78 or better. After that, I have the 3 Sister Supreme. It is the simulation favorite. That horse did have a very concerning effort in its last, is the morning line favorite as well. Number 7, Stormy Matole, should be on the front. This horse has run at the distance 5 times, finished in the money in 4 of them. And then finally, Classic Ballad, the trainer jockey combination. They have won together 5 out of 8 races at 62%. Small sample size, but still big results. My pick 4, 3, 4, 7, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 8, 2, 3, 4, and that one is a $40.50 ticket. Let's see how they're looking for race number 1. They're still milling around a little bit, so we probably have time to get through race number 3. This one's a mile and a 16th, Terry. A lot of routes to get this day started. Mile and a 16th, the sort of horse that usually wins, a stalker, closer type, although 17% still win on the lead. Real discount for profitability. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 through the rest get a small bonus, Terry. So being forward can help, but a closer might be the best path to the winner's circle, Terry. And who are your top closers?
Well, take a look there. It takes looks like the 7 has the best chance, followed up by the 5 and then 6.
Yeah, it looks like the 8 and 1 want to be out on the lead.
Mm-hmm.
1 is a PC type, but the 8 and the 1 also score the best over here.
Yeah, got 42.9%, followed up by the 1 does, followed up by the 8 at 34%.
On our C zones, yeah, comfort. Only 2 yes horses in here, the 6 and the 8. As far as your jockey trainer combination is concerned, there's only one of those.
Yeah, the 7 has the best jockey by far, according to the data, and the 7 also has the best trainer by far, according to the data. So
it's also our simulation odd favorite, as well as our top total pace horse in there, Mr. Terry.
Yep.
For race number 3, who's going to win?
Well, I like in 3. The 7 finished in the money in 3 races out of 4 starts at Tampa Bay Downs. Won one of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Then I like 6, Paved in Gold, finishes third as the favorite, but the trainer wins 25% beaten favorites and maintains a strong overall win rate. The horse leads in the last race speed and has the best start speed of today's runners. And then I like the 5, My Lucky Angel ran second versus similar to the last race, has a high percentage trainer. The 3 is My Long Shot, likes Tampa Bay Downs, been in the money 50% of the time, winning 17% of the starts, 100% of the time in the money at today's distance, 50% of the starts he won. And then I like the second pick 4, 3, 5, 6, 7 with the 1, 2, 7, 9 with the 2, 8 with the 5, 6, 8, $48 ticket.
So I have in here the 6-horse Paved in Gold. Only 1 of 2 yes horses with the 6. I mean the 8, but the jockey and trainer are 0 for 7. The win in the money 4 out of 7. Number 4, Tony B, third start for the first time in its career. Should be closing in this race. Maybe the most upside, just the 6th start. After that, I have the 8, So. It's the other yes horse along with the 6, Top Par Plus horse, and should be involved from the start to the finish today. And then finally, the 5-horse, My Lucky Angel. That one was a tough call for me over the 7, your top pick, but has consistently better numbers. 4, 5, 6, and 8. 1, 2, 8, 2, 3, 4, and 8. 1, 6. That's my second Miami Vice. Don Johnson, pick 4. Race number 1. They're all about ready to rock and roll. So let's take a look at what happens in race number 1. Well, it looks like they're waiting for the trio of horses to get themselves into the gates. Hopefully they do that shortly. The 1 right now is your 6-5 favorite, followed by the 8 at 2-1. And then you have a host of horses, the 2, the 3, and the 7 under 10-1. Otherwise, everybody else double digits on the board. And they're off and they're running in race number 1. And at the start of the race, we find a bunch of horses trying to go wide around the turn. That's going to make it a tough trip for plenty of those horses. But down on the rail, the 5-horse has emerged as your leader, 20-1. The 7, who we thought might be on the lead, he got a tough trip. Right now, he's running around 5th or 6th. You got the 4, 8-1. Outside the 4, you have, the 2-horse that got the lead. So they're making their way down the backside. The 2-horse at 7-1 is your favorite. Ran about 24 seconds, so not overly fast. Behind that, the 1-horse now making strides to get involved. That's your favorite. The 4 and the 5-horse are in that mix as well. They ran 48 and 31, so they picked up the pace a little bit. It's the 2 grays lead the way. The jockey on the 5-horse is standing really tall. The 1-horse, the favorite, has been the first one to ask to go. He's looking between his legs. He thinks he has some horse. He's run up pretty aggressively next to the 2, although the 2 has not been asked to go. He's still hanging in there tough, going to try to maybe cut that corner. The 1 looks like he's going to run away with this race, Mr. Terry. The 2-horse, right now he's in a duel with the 7, although the 7 has moved in front of the 2. Looks like it's going to go 1. 7 for sure in second place. The question is, anybody going to catch that 2 or not? So the 1-horse in a handwritten easy win. Looks like the bettors knew something. 7, then 2.
All right. You hit your trifecta.
Yeah, well, you got that long shot. The 7 was 9-2 and the 2 7-1. So I hope to get my $12 back. I think with the 8 running off the board, that might get me my $12 back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping somebody with a little better odds would come home the winner. So we're off to race number 4 now, right?
That's right.
All right. So in race number 4, what we're searching for is 1 mile and 40 yards. So the first 2 races we saw are going to be 1 mile 40. So 3 of the first 4. In that race, you saw a horse Stock come in and win off the rail. That's pretty normal for the distance, although the rail usually has a little bit tougher than the rest. 2 through 7 play fair, 8 and out gets a small bonus. So in the opener, Terry, we saw a horse that was close to the pace come home the winner, and it looks like plenty of them will be close to the pace here.
Yeah, it's really anybody's guess race because they've all got some speed there, and a lot of them are pretty close, so you just don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to tell what's going to happen here in terms of that. You see all of these horses pretty much want to be middle forward. That could favor the 4 or the 3, although The 3 doesn't show up very highly in the C zone, but the 4 does.
Yeah, the 4 has a nice 41 or so percent, I think, or 43. I'm sorry, 43. Only topped by the 7 at 44%, and then the 8 follows up with a 40%.
Yeah, the 8, the 3, and the 4 offer you some value in there. All yes horses except for the 3, Pando. Who would you say yes to, Terry, if you're on the jockey trainer trail?
Well, the 9 shows the best jockey stats, but the 2 has a good jockey too, and the best trainer. So I think the 2 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, Mission Mike is also the only horse to show better early pace in both columns and better fractions last time out. If it was on the class drop, that would be super exciting. 8 horses, our simulation favorite. It's also our top total pace favorite. Who's your favorite, Terry, in race 4?
I like the 1, Copaza. Finished in the money in the last 7 starts, winning one of those, likes the distance. And then I like Mission Mike, the 2, ran second versus tougher than the last race at Tampa Bay Downs, drops in class today, features a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Number 7, Artwell, won the last race at Tampa Bay Downs, highest last race speed rating. And I like number 9, Jade's J. Finished second in the last race, which is a high percentage jockey, has the highest speed figure at today's distance, and is tied with another horse for the best speed among today's starters. No bets in here for me.
I have the 8, Speedy Hans. I had to put him in there after I joked that I've never seen a Speedy Hans before. So this time I think he could be speedy as your simulation favorite. It's also our top sim speed number, top total pace. Has a bullet workout since switching barns, Terry, and the trainer has won 5 out of 13 or 38%. The first time with a new horse versus 10% overall. That's a quadruple alpha angle. Number 1, Capazzo hit the board in all 8 at Tampa Bay Downs and won both at 1 mile and 40 yards. Number 2, Mission Mike up the speed figure in the last 3 races in a row. Again, in that book from Barry Meadows. That is a 15% winning angle, and the only one, as I mentioned, with both better early pace, mid pace, better early fractions to confirm. Finally, the 4, Homer Jones. It is a long shot for sure, but not so much at Tampa Bay Downs, where he's a horse for the course. 3 wins in 6 races. He ran elsewhere 16 times, only took home the top prize in 1 of them. Another trifecta box for me, 1, 2, 4, and 8. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of surprised, Terry. That opening trifecta for 50 cents paid $59 on the nose.
That's right. Pretty nice payoff.
And hopefully there's a few more of those so I can get to the profitable side of my Bennie in the Bets bucks today. Race number 5 is the middle race of 9. This is 1 mile and a 16th on the turf. We got 2 routes on the turf and 1 sprint in the maiden special weight to close it out. Speaking of maiden special weight on the turf, that's what we're looking at here. That speed figure of 76, Terry, is the number that usually takes home the top prize. And in this case, Terry, we have plenty of them that have proven they can get to that level.
Yes, all of them, but the 5 and 6 have either equaled or exceeded the speed par number for here. And most of them are got a really good chance to do that again.
Yeah, plenty of them in here. Although the 5 horse last time out did show some better early pace, better fractions. Also with the 8 horse. So those 2 improved the most last out, Terry. Got a little bit of speed with the 1 and the 5. Everybody else middle back. The 6 making his first start of his career today, Terry, although that number is a little light.
Yeah, it is 1.33. We really like to see it at a 2.5 because 3 is the best number you can get.
Yeah, and if it doesn't score that number, we want to see back bullets, but we don't see that. We do see some green over here, so a few choices if you like connections.
Yeah, there's 2 of the horses. The 2 and the 3 both have really good jockeys and trainers, but I really think that the 2 is a slightly better combination of jockey and trainer.
Got some pretty hefty overlay there, Terry, with the 1 horse.
Yeah, it is. You go 2 to 1 to a 30 to 1, and then with the 4, you're from 5 to 1 to 5 to 1, and then the 6 is 12 to 1 to 20 to 1.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's just not exactly Dr. Glick. We round up, so it's like 4.9 to 5 to 1, so it's probably like that. The 2 and the 3, along with the 4, All of them have a very strong chance to go over par today. The one at 30-1 shots, your simulation favorite, probably going to cry when it comes home to winter and I left it off my ticket. The two tops the list of your sim speed number as well as your top total pace. Terry, this race, sans the 5 and the 6, a whole lot of different horses could probably win race 5. Who do you think will?
Well, I like the two Pop Art finished in the money in 3 career race starts and finished third versus similar last race. Best turf speed is fast among the starters. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. Poor Voice, the 8 finished third versus similar in the last race, has high percentage winning jockey. Love on the Left Bank, the 3 has been only beaten a half a length versus similar in the last start, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. And Dr. Glick, the 4 drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No bets in this race for me.
So I'm going to start with the 3 horse as my first selection in the Keystone race. Love on the Left Bank showed stakes level late pace in its last race. So what I mean by that, as you see here, the horse on the maiden, look at that 100. That's the kind of stuff that you see from horses that can win at the stakes level. Outside of that, Terry, catching more distance today with all those late legs could be helpful. Pop Art, been close at Tampa Bay since coming in from Gulfstream Park. Lost both of his last 2 races by a neck. Our good friend Chris Parmalu, Horse Racer X, and of Pace Sheets fame, says that's his favorite angle. The 4 horse, Dr. Glick, that guy's been off for more than a year. Raced at Belmont at the Big A in both cases for trainer Chad Brown, who was the favorite. So if he's ready to go, he might prove to be the class of the bunch. And then I have the 8 horse Por Voce, just missed in his last race. A horse with room to be better in the second start after a layoff. And this horse might be the finally healthy type, making 2 starts in a row for only the second time of its career. Another 50-cent trifecta box for me, 2, 3, 4, and 8. So if that one comes in, I don't think we'll get $60, right? So 4 favorites. Race number 6 is the beginning of the late pick 4, the last of 3 today. 7 furlongs, which heavily favors some speed, Terry. About 1 out of 4 win on the lead. The rail for Tortuga Island. You know what Tortuga Island is known for, Terry?
No.
Back in the day of the pirates, that's where they stored all their booty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In any case, he might have to work a little bit hard to uncover the booty today. As far as that 2 through 7, they play fairish. 8 and out, that's the best place to be. So in race number 6, Terry, to start the late pick 4, do we have a Buffalo girl on the outside with some speed?
No, it's right in the middle there with that 5 at 42% data numbers. So
now this looks like an anything. This is an all race just about there, Terry. When you see every horse has hit par, 81. So they all can find that speed score. Any of them that have a little bit better chance than others, according to our simulations for par plus.
Well, you can take a look there and see that probably the 6 has the best chance at 44.4%, although all of them show some kind of a number there. So they've all got a good chance to do it.
Yeah, the 6 and the 3 offer the most value, according to our program here. The 5 horse should be out on the lead where he wants to be. The 8, pilot or co-pilot. 1, 2, and 7 closer. The 3, 6, and 9. So all of the odd horses, except for the 7, can win from just about anywhere on the track. Terry, one of those horses, not surprisingly, has a super high C-zone. Actually, 2.
Yeah, that's at 6 in the 90% bracket, followed up by the 3 and the 80 and the 9 and the 70. So they're all 3 going to be kind of comfortable here.
Jokes up. Had a 5 ways better early pace, mid pace, late pace, better fractions, drops in class. The 1 horse, the Pirate Booty, also better early pace, better mid pace, better late speed. Terry, it looks like, again, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. A lot of jockey trainer choices in this one.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of them that have, good numbers, but I think that the 8 is the best jockey, 6 the best trainer. But the 8, I think, has the best combination of all.
The 6 showing up big in the last race, speed figure edge, 12 points clear of everybody else. Also, 10 points clear of everybody else in your top total pace. meaning 2 lengths. If you combine early speed and late speed, man, maybe this 6-horse Terry, what looks like a wide open race, is the one to focus on. What do you think?
I like the 8 over the 6. Sunset Harbor has won 1 race out of 1 start at Tampa Bay Downs. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. And then I like the 6 Jokes Up. Won 3 races out of 4 starts at Tampa Bay Downs. Has a high percentage win. Trainer, best start speed is fast among today's starters. The 5 Bloody Colors Wave has won her last 2 races in a row. Goes for a hat trick. She also has a trainer and jockey that has high win rates. And then Tortuga Island, the won last 2 races at Tampa Bay Downs, drops in class today. Jockey has high win rates. I'm going to play the second or third pick 4, Miami Vice Don Johnson. I believe this wide open race is, I'm going to go with the 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, with the 2, 3, with the 3, 6, 8, with the 3, 4, 8 for $45.
When Don Johnson says, when I freeze, it's a bad pick, then I would be like stoic the whole time. I'd be like, and never move.
Yeah.
All right. I have the 6-horse Jokes Up. Jokes Up on that, Don. I like that 6-horse with that 12-point speed figure edge. A lot of horses are going to have to improve a lot to come catch that guy. Top total pace at 10. But they're all yes horses. He won at Tampa Bay 4 times. He won 3 of them. Was better 5 ways. Number 1, Tortuga Island. Won its last 2 races. Was faster last time out despite going longer. Some hidden improvement. Number 5, Bloody Colors Wave. That one, Terry, should be out front. Won both races at 7 furlongs pretty easily. And then the 8, Sunset Harbor. Won, as you pointed out, Terry, his only trip at Tampa Bay Downs because he's been running at Gulfstream Park, where he's been running against probably higher quality horses. 1, 5, 6, 10. 3, 6, 7, and 12. And then the 3 and the 4 in a maiden race to take it over. Hopefully we're right about that, as we both kind of went skinny in a race where probably a lot of things can happen.
Yep.
The 7th race today, we're looking at 1 mile on the turf. The 1 mile turf race, closers, Terry. But, well, still 1 out of 5. So you can be in the front or you can be in the back. Win wire to wire. Again, we see a rail discount for Kid Chaos, otherwise known as Kobe Covington. 2 through 7 is the best place to be. 8 and out is tough, although Kobe is the king of Miami, not Tampa Bay, at least according to his self-assessment. So closers do really well in race number 7. Terry, do we have any outstanding closers in here?
Well, you take a look at that 10, 84%, pull up by the 5 and the 3 and the 80%, and the 1 with 79. There's several of them that are really good closers. So,
how about several fast ones?
Well, the 9 and the 2 have the best speed numbers, but the 9 has the best speed. So if it gets a good break and can outbreak the inside horses, it could go to the front.
Although the 2-horse with that early speed, Terry, looks like it's going to get the best trip of all.
Yeah, that 2-horse really likes it. It's 59.2% C-zone number, so it'd be very comfortable in the race.
Yeah, he's the simulation favorite, although the 10-horse last time out ran a speed figure 10 points, 4 points better than everybody else. The 3 is your top total pace favorite. So you got the 10 on the speed figure and the sim speed figure. You got the 2 on the sim odds. You got the 3 on top total pace. Another horse race where just about everybody, Terry's got a great chance to get the job done in race number 7. Who gets the job done as, hold on a second, I've already given it away, but we still have to stick to tradition around here. Your best bet is who?
Number 2 is my best bet. Just Comply. Ran second versus similar last race. Highest speed figure at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. I like the 3 as my second choice. Won the last race at Tampa Bay Downs. Has a high percentage winning jockey and can handle the distance. Mischievous Hand, the 5, finished third versus similar in the last race at Tampa Bay Downs. Has a high percentage winning jockey as well. And then Redemption Spite, the 4, finishing the money in 2 of the last 3 starts, winning one of those, can improve by returning to turf, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. I'm going to bet 20 to win on the 2, a $10 exact to box 2-3, $10 exact to 2 on top with a 3-4-5, and a $5 exact to box 2-3-5 That's it.
Well, we agree on the 2 and the 3, except we have them in the. I have mine in the back. You have yours in the front. I know the outside posts have a little bit of a tough time, but Sweet Tone did run the top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. Number 1, Kid Chaos. It's the long shot in this field, 15-1 morning line. Last race was better than it looks as he was faster. Tough on the rail, too. So I took the 2 tougher post positions. Then I have the 2 Just Comply. Does have a standout C-zone for the simulation favorite. And then the 3, Mr. Fantastico. I know that's from a song. I just can't remember it from the top of my head. Is your top total pace, but for me, it's coming off the maiden claiming win in the 13th try to go back-to-back without the top last race speed figure. According to Barry Meadows, it doesn't happen that often. 50-cent trifecta box, 1, 2, 3, and 10. So you can still get it, and I can still get it, Terry. Which would
right.
Be, I guess, race number 2 just complies also a cryptic code along with the 7 and number 1. How about that?
All right.
And speaking of codes, you didn't get lucky yesterday with Stinger B. Was it wearing black and yellow vertical stripes, though? I didn't get a chance to see the race. Stinger B was pointed out by our good friend, Private Ross, as the winner in the finale yesterday, and the Stinger B came home.
He did.
Stung the rest of the field. A big field for race number 8. You can see that all right there. This one's going to be, I think, another 6.5 furlongs. First time today. 6.5 furlongs for this deep field does favor some stalkers, but a healthy chunk, 31%. Win on the lead. The rail again, tough for Indy Freedom. 2 and 3 fair. 4 through 7 is the best. 8 and out. A little bit of a discount, Terry. So we're looking for some speed in the first leg of the late daily double. Who has it?
Well, the 5 shows a little bit better speed than the 1, but they could go head-to-head if they can both get a great break to that quarter pole.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 and 1 want to be on the lead. Everybody else middle back. So far, the 3 has not finished within 5 lengths of the. Am I in the right race here? Race number 8? I am. But in any case, looks like they want to be on the front. The 3 so far are not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. 1 horse in here, Terry, stands above all the rest from the C-zone.
Yeah, that's that 12 horse, and I believe that 12 horse is at around 88% C-zone, so it's going to be very comfortable racing here.
Yeah, he's your top closer to boot, Terry. Who's your top trainer jockey combo?
Well, the 4 has the best jockey, and the 6 the best trainer, but the 6 also has the best trainer-jockey combination.
Yeah, another one of these races where just about anybody can win. The 7 is your simulation favorite, tied with the 3, although the 3 has not finished within 5 lengths of the winner recently, but it still grades out as our number 1 sim speed horse and our top total pace. So pretty good chance today that Ace Ventura finishes in the top 5, finishes within 5 lengths today. We both think it probably wins.
I do. Yeah, I like the 3 Ace Ventura. Finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Early speed running style helps chances and can handle today's distance. Happy instead, the 6 ran 2nd versus similar in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 8 Stark Canoe ran 2nd versus similar in his last race at Tampa Bay Downs. Highest last speed rating. Alley Oop Johnny, the 7 Likes Parks Tampa Bay Downs. Bennie finished in the money in 35% of the starts, winning 26% of the races. And at today's distance, 33% of the time in the money, 17% of the time wins the start. No additional bets here for me as I'm completely out of money.
I have the 3. It's gonna be, I think, better today after just missing last time out. Second start after layoff. The resume says this horse has it. Opportunity to improve, maybe a lot. Happy instead, the 6 just missed in its last race. Does have a little bit more upside in race number 3 off the bench. 7 Old Town Road. That is your simulation favorite. This horse probably going to win or finish off the board. At least that's pretty much what its resume looks like. Estillo Magico. This one is that standalone C-zone horse, Terry. Is very consistent, is your top closer. Again, may not win it, but that long stretch run, give it a good chance to finish in the money. Another 50-cent trifecta box, 3 over the 6, the 7, and the 12, which takes us to the grand finale today. Before we do the grand finale, just a reminder that tomorrow Terry and I will do Gulfstream Park. Guess what? On Friday, I got an email from Thomas overnight. Says he's ready to go. And it's a big weekend. It's the Dubai World Cup. So we'll do that. To make sure you don't miss it, Terry, what should you do right now?
You should subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell. That'll notify you about what time that Forum Friday is going to start tomorrow and any of the future contest or programs. And go ahead and copy the link at the bottom and share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look too. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Skies at Horse Race, and number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Keep these comments and picks coming as we really like to see them and they really help us out. Helps with the algorithms.
Yes, we do appreciate all of the interactivity, so thank you. The speed figure for this maiden special weight race, Terry, is 81. And that's what you're kind of looking for, 5 furlongs. Surprisingly, favor stalkers, it's not that many. There've only been 6 races, but none of them went wire to wire. Nobody's won from the rail. 2 through 7 have run pretty well, and 8 and out are tough. Terry, we're looking for that speed figure of 81. We only see one green one.
That's right. Only the 5 has done that in the past, and the 5 has the best chance to do it again today. Although there are a couple of first-time starters, and one of them has a 2.87 number, which is really, really good, and it also has the best trainer and jockey to be the best combination.
The 3 horse is making its second career start today. That second race par ability to go past par. Also, one of your biggest class droppers. Can be a good thing. The 8 and the 2 want to be out on the lead. The 8 doesn't necessarily need the lead, but those 2 should be out front and should be comfortable out there. What do you think?
Yeah, it's got a really nice C-zone. It's about 50% threshold, so probably going to be pretty comfortable.
They used to call me Ricky when I was a kid, so that horse should be in your picks no matter what. Did show better early pace, did show better fractions. It's another class dropper. You know, when you get those horses that look like this all by themselves, those horses merit some attention. The 5 horse, the Yes horse, is your simulation favorite, although the 3 horse in that second start of its career, 3-length late speed edge. Again, speed doesn't necessarily win at 5 furlongs, surprisingly. And a 1-length top total pace edge. So who gets their first win today in race number 9?
Well, I like the 3. Is a Teamster. Trouble in debut race, which affected the finish. Breeding suggests he'll like the grass as the dam has 4 winners from 5 starters, and 2 of those were turf winners. High percentage winning trainer and jockey, a lot of boxes marked off. Then I like that 4 horse, the first-time starter, whose breeding suggests he'll like grass, his high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And I like that Ricky's Kin that you were referring to. Number 8, highest last speed rating may improve at the shorter distance. Beach Beamer. The 6, my long shot trainer, wins 17% of the sprint throughout sprint moves. Can improve at the shorter distance. Best turf speed is fast among today's starters. Actually tied with another. And good workout on March 19th. No additional bets for me as I'm completely out of funds.
It's a Teamster. Second race par ability, your biggest class dropper, also a track dropper coming in from Gulfstream Park where he ran in a maiden special weight. 4, Fratelloni is your top-rated first-time starter facing off against 1 Yes horse, 1 second race par ability horse, 1 other first-timer, which was a low score. Everybody else is deep red. No. 5, Neostar. The only Yes horse, you have to have him in your picks because he's proven he can get to that number. And then finally, the 8 horse Ricky's Kin is the only horse with better early pace, better fractions, dropping in class. Again, I've seen that combination win plenty. I'm going to go another 50-cent trifecta box, 3, 4, 5, and the 8 to close out my hump day trifecta bets. So I really didn't find a horse in here what I think is an open card to do a exacta box with. Here are our picks for the rest of the day. The opening race was won by the 1 horse. In race number 3 right now, 2. 3 horses, your 3 to 5 favorite. Let's see if we can find any other value in race number 2 as they make their way to the gate. The 1 horse, 14-1, 3-1. That's some value, I would say for sure. The 4 horse is 9-2. Right now he's 5-1, so a little bit of value. And then after that, everybody's kind of big odds. The 8 is 5-1. The 5, 17-1. It's 30-1. 1, 4, 5. Offer some value in there. The 7 is 12-1. So the 1, the 4, and the 5 are the 3 horses that offer the most value in race number 2.
And you're not there anymore, so your pitcher isn't. There you are.
I'm back in the saddle again. All right. Thank you, Don Johnson, for joining us today. Our good friend Lauren today has 27 handicappers that aggregated over at Lauren_Shap on X. So head on over to Lauren. Sign up and follow Lauren if you have not. We're going to wait for race number 2, Terry, to start off the pick 4, and then let's see what happens.
Yep, let's see.
The bettors don't think it's an open race.
No, they don't. They like that 3.
Pretty heavily. Sister Supreme. Why don't I hear this guy? I don't want to hear him.
He's my top pick, but I hope that one of the other ones I've got my pick 4 beat it.
Well, the 4 horse would be the 1, probably at 5-1.
That'd be nice.
Well,
yeah.
no, maybe some of the other ones in there, because like the 6 horse is 17-1, so that would probably be the way to go. Well, they're off and running. You have the 7 horse right now challenging the 1 horse early on. Those 2 are long shots. The 7 horse, who we thought might be out on the lead in race number 2, is actually out there on the lead. The favorite, the 3 horse, is running right now in 3rd, about a length off the 2 front runners. Behind that is Classic Ballard, the 8 horse, running in a nice stalking position. 7-1, probably a little bit too fast in the opening quarter, 23.68 seconds. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. The 2 horse right now is making its way into the mix. The 7 and the 1 opening half 47.4 as they continue to hold the lead. The 3 horse is making its move right now. The 8 and the 2 looks like it's another one of these cases where the 1 horse Olga hanging in there, Terry.
Well,
the 7 has dropped out. 4 horse is not making a move as of yet. I think 1 horse is going to probably come home the winner.
Could be, huh?
Yeah, the 3's having a tough time going by him, although that, like I said, that stretch is a long, long stretch. It looks like the 2 horse in the end, maybe the 8 horse in the end. But I think the 1 horse is going to hang in there. So Olga, the 1, is your winner, smashing our pick 4s. Race number 2, yeah. How about this, Terry? The 1 horse
Yep.
is your 3-1 second choice. Also, your second choice, your 3rd choice over here in your top total pace horses. It was a 3-1 overlay in there. Did show some better fractions last time out. Could have easily had that 1 horse, Terry, at 13-1.
Yep.
And I think the 3 horse finished second, so the exacta right there.
Yeah, the 8 was 3rd, I think.
Can't miss those anymore. But that'll be coming as we get more information on the smart sheets and angles that you just cannot not play. All right, that wraps it up again today. Remember, free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet today for Louisiana Downs. Just a few minutes. Our thoughts on the smart sheets and everything else will be over at horseracingtoday.net. Any final thoughts from you, Terry, before we start prepping for another warm day in South Florida?
Yeah, I'm hoping everybody has a good day and they meet all their goals for today. Don't work too hard. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow at Gulfstream Park.
And no matter what you're doing for the rest of the day, whether you're trying to shake a head cold, like me, or you're feeling great, hoping that things only get better from there, we agree with that sentiment and hope that every single thing that you do has God's grace, God's favor, and ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes. May it be a blessed hump day. Some more winners for Terry, Hay, and I today at Tampa Bay.